25th? 23rd?
23rd.
That is correct. May 23rd, Wednesday. And we'll have an opening prayer to start. Okay. Dear Lord, thank you. Thank you for this time for us to come together and think about these words and to move forward through our understanding and life as we gain more experiences and learn more about how we are joyously expressing love every day. In the name of Jesus, amen. Alright. We are on the nature of personal reality, and we were ending with chapter 6. We're going to begin in chapter 7 today. Chapter 7 is called, I believe, The Living Flesh. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And the rest of it, the last session, you can catch up and read on your own. It says, give us a moment, and here we go. Often, individuals go overboard, forgetting that ideas have their own vitality. Such people make divisions where basically there are none. They consider ideas as completely mental properties, separate from their concept of the body. They think ideas reside in their heads. Who, for example, imagines that an idea is alive in his elbow or knee or toe? Generally, people believe that ideas have little to do with the living flesh. The flesh seems physical, and ideas do not. Those given to love of the intellect often make an unnecessary separation between the world of concepts and that of the flesh. While it is true that the body is the living materialization of idea, it is also true that these ideas form an active, responsive, alive body. The body is not just a tool to be used. It is not just a vehicle for the spirit. It is the spirit in flesh. You impose your ideas upon it and largely affect its health and well-being through your conscious beliefs. But the body is composed of living, responding atoms and molecules. These have their own consciousness alive in matter, their drive to exist and be within the framework of their own nature. They compose the cells, and these combine to form the organs. The organs possess the combined consciousness of each of the cells within them. And in their way, the organs sense their own identity. They have a purpose. That function they provide within the organism as a whole. This cooperation of consciousness continues so that you have a body consciousness that is vital, that strives to maintain its own equilibrium and health. The stuff of the body should not be considered as some metaphysical result, then, but as a living gestalt of responsive flesh. Your body is composed of other living entities, in other words. Though you organize this living material, it has its own right to fulfillment and existence. You are not a soul encased in inert clay. The house of clay does not immediately deteriorate when you leave it. It disintegrates at its own rate. It is no longer organized by your own domain. The life of its atoms and molecules and cells is translated into other living natural forms. Your perception is merely that which you are aware of. Even the atoms and molecules have their own fine vision and appreciate their environment in their own way. The same power that moves your mind forms your body. There is no difference between the energy that shapes your ideas and the energy that grows a flower, or that heals your finger if you burn it. The soul does not exist apart from nature. It is not thrust into nature. Nature is the soul in flesh, in whatever its materializations. The flesh is as spiritual as the soul, and the soul is as natural as the flesh. In your terms, the body is the living soul. Now, the soul can live, and does, in many forms, some physical and some not, but while you are material, the body is the living soul. The body constantly heals itself, which means that the soul in the flesh heals itself. The body is often closer to the soul than the mind is, because it automatically grows as a flower does, trusting its nature. Alright, well that ends that session. The next one would be session 631. We can start with that next week. So we'll end there for tonight and then come up with a saying that gets the essence of what Seth is teaching us tonight here. One of the things that is real clear to me that he has emphasized over and over, that he wants us to pretty much change our thinking on, is that for us to understand that the soul and the flesh are the same. Okay? The soul and the body are the same. They aren't separate.